Hey guys, Sandy here. Welcome back to the channel. Today I am playing with some fun products. Now I have this photo of my husband and I when we went on a date and we're standing in front of this really cool tree. You really don't get to see the tree because we're in front of it, but I thought this was a good picture of us, so I needed to scrapbook it. I'm going to be using these dies from Brutus Monroe. They're called heart petals. There's two different hearts and two different word sentiments. One says love and one says XO. I'm going to use a couple of embossing powders. Now I might bring in a couple more colors, not sure yet, but I did pull out Raven and Rose Gold, and then some Pearl Shimmer Mist and some bits of Vellum. So let's see what I can do. All right, guys, so I have gone ahead and used my die and ran that die through my die cut machine multiple times on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of cardstock. Now I am taking my Brutus Monroe embossing ink pad and going to go ahead and put that ink through the paper that I have die cut, and it is going on to another 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. Now I left my mistake in there for you to see. I accidentally shifted my paper, and my stenciling through the sheet of paper was not going so well. It turned into a little bit of a mess, so I just flipped it over and redid it. And now I have pulled that off, and I am going to go ahead and use this gorgeous, gorgeous rose gold embossing powder. And I am going to emboss everything that I just used my ink pad for. Now, embossing is magic, you guys. I think it is just the most amazing thing in the world. I know that there is science behind it. I know that there is heat and it causes a reaction, but I don't care. Embossing is magic. So now I'm just going to use my heat gun, and I'm going to emboss all of the embossing powder, and I'm going to heat it up until it's nice and melty and it sits beautifully on the page. So when I did when I used my dies, whoa, words are failing me right now. I'm just so enthralled by the magic of the embossing. When I used my dies, I did hold it with a piece of washi tape as it went through my die cut machine because I did not want it to shift. So now I'm going to go ahead and adhere this white piece of paper down onto a 12 by 12 black sheet of cardstock. Now I would have liked to have done this as a full background on a full 12 by 12 sheet of cardstock, but I don't have my die cut machine won't fit a 12 by 12 through it. And as I'm sitting here thinking about this, I just realized I have a really old die cut machine in a box somewhere that I think will fit a 12 by 12 piece of paper. I need to go find it. Okay, so I did go ahead and die cut out one more of the hearts, and I die cutted it out of vellum, and then I went ahead and embossed that with Raven embossing ink, or embossing powder. Goodness, words are failing me today. So I'm going to go ahead and use this vellum embossed heart as kind of like the star of the show, and it's going to be on the white part of the paper. Now I did go ahead and pull out this winter texture paper pack, and this one has kind of a purpley feel to it, and to me it goes with the rose gold really, really well. So I'm going to use this piece of paper, and then I'm going to basically cover up all of the purple here. I'm doing one of my favorite things to do, which is emboss the edges of a piece of paper. Now I really love doing this in my December project, and I decided that I needed to do this more in my actual scrapbooking. So now I am just going to go ahead and heat up all of the rose gold over top of this purple paper. And like I said, I basically cover the entire thing up. That's okay. Little bits of the purple are poking through. It doesn't bother me whatsoever. I am going to do a sketchy border around the edge of this white piece of paper. I just felt like it needed a little bit of something else. It needed a little touch of the black on there. So now I'm going to go ahead and put the photograph of me and my husband down. And I am using some liquid adhesive to just dabble a little bit of glue on the back of this heart. It is the Easy Squeeze glue from Brutus Monroe. And then I'm going to go ahead and place that down on the layout. So in that die set, it comes with a word that says love. It also comes with an XO. Now it does have the word itself and its shadow. I'm not going to use the shadow right now. I am just going to die cut the words. Now what I have decided to do is place the love on the white portion of the layout and the XO on the black portion. So the only thing I did was cut out the word love out of some embossed paper, and then I went ahead and cut out the XO on some embossed paper as well. So I just did white paper, slapped my embossing ink pad down on it, put the Raven embossing ink over top of it, and then cut out the word love. And then I did the same thing with the XO, except for I used the rose gold embossing powder. And of course I embossed it and let it dry before I actually die cut it. So now I'm just getting that adhered down to the page. And I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, you know what, it needs a little bit of something else. So I grabbed some flowers from my stash, and then I went ahead and put some centers on the inside of the flowers. And then I grabbed some sequins from my stash as well, because I am always a girl that loves a little bit of extra sparkle on my page. Now, these sequins were in the clearance sale, so they might not be on the website anymore. I'm so sorry if they're not, but I thought that they were just gorgeous with this layout. And as I said, a little sparkle, a little extra sparkle just finishes off a page. So now I'm going to get those sprinkled around. I'm just going to place them over top of the little glue dots that I dolloped down there. And then I am going to add a little bit of journaling. Now I am journaling with a black pen on my white paper. I also could have journaled with a white pen on my black paper, but I really just felt like it needed to be on this side. So I go ahead, get my journaling done, and then that is going to do it for this layout, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you have embossed through homemade stencils before with your dies. I think it's a fun technique. So there it is. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you guys again real soon for another video.